Okay, so welcome back to another episode of Dev Diaries. So this has been a long time coming. I've been under the weather for about a week, so you might hear that in my voice, so excuse me if you do. But let's forget all of that and let's get started in some nice coding. So first thing we want to do, well, today we're going to do RAM tokens. So we're going to, I'm going to show you how to make your RAM, write to RAM and read the RAM through the Phantasma blockchain. First thing we want to do, let's go out into our folders and let's create a new folder. So new folder, we're going to call this simple RAM token. It really don't matter what you name it. I'm going to call mine simple RAM token for simplicities. All right, simple RAM token. Then we're going to put a file underneath that. It's going to be srt.tomb. All right, so now we have srt.tomb. What do we want to do next? Let's go to the simple NFT, our old SNFT. We're going to copy this whole box of code, paste it here, right? We're going to have our simp RAM right here, our simp RAM. So first things first, let's change the name. Control F on all of this. Find SNFT. Let's go here. We're going to replace all of this with SRT. All right, now we're just going to change this simple RAM. You don't have to, but just for my protocol, I'm going to change this, right? All right, everything else should almost be the same. Yes, we might use the same Minty Gazer. Oh, we're going to use a different link for this, but for now, let's change some of this. Let's change this max supply. We could leave it at 10 if you want, but I'm going to change it to 50 just for my sake. All right. Now, while we're starting, there's a few things we're going to have to do, right? Number one, we're going to put something into this RAM struct that we have. So what should we put into this RAM struct? First and foremost, what do we want to have? Let's have a weapon. Let's create a weapon for this. So let's say we're going to have a weapon name. Weapon name. That's going to be a string. All right. Let's have two more things. Let's add in durability. So let's say however many times we strike our weapon, swing, it should either go down in points and we could bang it, reforge it, or however you do it in video games to increase the durability. So let's have this be a number for simplicity's sake. And let's say if the weapons is enchanted or not. Right? So enchanted. And let's make this a number. I don't really like bools too many with Phantasma because it'll require a little bit more work. So we're going to keep it simple for now and just have it be a number, right? And you'll understand why later on why bulls require just a little bit more work than numbers. It's fine though. It's fine. All right. Now remember, we're going to have to add to these properties over here. Now that we have this, so just for simplistic, I'm just going to copy 3 of these and I'm going to put 3 of them right here. We're going to change this to weapon name. That's a string, and this one should be durability. This should be a number, and this one should be enchanted, and this should be a number as well, right? And let's change this instead of RAM. This would be RAM. I'm just gonna go through and just change this to RAM, and this should be what this is. So just copy and paste these down right here just to make it simple. Oh man. What? Oh man. There we go. So let me just make sure all of these are fine. Weapon name, durability, enchanted. Okay, that's fine. Next thing we want to have is we're going to take this out. This should not be a token series. I'm forgetting something. Since all of these are now duplicated, it will be creating a token series .unique. What we want to have is when we need something to make all of these unique, right? So something that's I'll put a part of the ROM, something that you can't change, that acts as a unique identifier for each of these NFTs. The simplest way is just to have a timestamp. That's the simplest way. You can add however you want to add this. You can use a unique NFT ID, however you want to do it. But the simplest way to do it, in my eyes, is a timestamp. And Phantasma does have a unique NFT ID too. If you want to use that, if you want to use that for all of your stuff, I'll just go to that right now for the so you can see. So not for new soldier tools and SDKs, smart contracts, Tomb. What is that called? Libraries, UID. So here we go. Returns a unique identifier. You could create this unique identifier, and every single time you mint, let me make sure, you would have this unique identifier in your ROM. So you'll have to add it onto this ROM right here, which is fine, you know, if that's what you want to do. We can do that, but I don't feel like going through all of that. So I'm just going to create timestamp. Kind of the same process, but timestamp, you know, is timestamp. Okay. Next thing we want to do, let me make sure all of this is fine. I need to add on to here too. So let me add this property for the created. Put a timestamp here. It should still be around, so there we go. All right, that looks fine. Everything should be decent. We got our created, ROM created. Next thing we want to do is take this right here. I still have this placed from before, so we want to take this and just Control V that. Just copy that token series unique. Since this is, as I was saying before, since this is a RAM token, or not a RAM token, my apologies. Since we'll be using, I want to say more customizable NFT with RAM, you want all of these to be unique. You don't want none of these to be duplicated, because that way, with duplicated, you can't change any RAM on duplicated. All duplicated means that everything has to be the same. But since this is a unique, everything, it doesn't have to be different, but all your weapons will be different. If you're going to change durability, if you're going to update any of the RAM, that means you need some type of unique identifier for that when you put unique. So we're going to use unique. Okay, now that we have unique, the thing we're going to want to do, let's find a weapon on the browser, on the internet browser, right? And I kind of already have one that I want to use. So let me just go ahead and find this real quick, and I'll show you all what it looks like. So this is the one that I want to use right here. This is what I want to use, a nice crystal sword, right? That gives you a nice little enchanted look. You know, durability looks nice, you know, but you might have to add on something to it in the video game. And I don't know where I got this from, but shout out to whoever created this. It's a nice look. So anyway, let's exit out that. Let's make this simple. You don't have to do any of this, but you could just replace this local image right here. But for me, I do not like the that's too long for me. So I want to shorten this just for my sake. Oops, and I want to do this. There we go. So do that. Remove that. And I have no idea, was that it? No. I didn't want to remove the whole thing. There we go. Image URL. Let me make sure this is correct. I have to import time. I don't have time on here. So let me import time. So just to go back here, just so you can see where I'm going with this. So time, where's time at on here? So I'm going to import time. I'm going to use time.now. Just for our unique identifier. So let me make sure I have all of this correct. The Minity Gazer, that was for our old NFT. Let's call this one Crystal Gazer. All right. Add in a nice description. Formulated. from the eye crystals of a dead angel. Formulated from the eye crystals of a dead angel. Okay. Should angel be capitalized? I feel like it could be capitalized, but we'll leave it for now. All right, now we have everything that we need. Image URL. This right here should be time.now. Okay. Image URL. I feel like this should be replaced for right here. I don't know if it'll matter because I meant right here RAM, but I don't think I put the RAM on here. So I have to put RAM right here, but for right now, let's craft the RAM. What is this? NFT RAM, struct, NFT. This is the RAM. All right. That's the RAM. Let's go ahead and construct the RAM for us. Local RAM, simp RAM. We only need 2 things on the RAM. That's gonna be struct dot simple RAM. That's gonna be the name of it. We're just gonna keep the name Crystal Gazer on here. You know, that's usually standard when you get a sword. You can rename it. The RAM is, we're making this RAM so you can rename the sword if you want to, but usually the original name would be Crystal Gazer. Let's have durability as 5 when you first start. It's not all the way as durable as it can get. You know, you can improve this weapon some, and it's not terrible. It's nice mediocre. Enchanted, let's use 1 for enchanted, 0 for unenchanted, since it is a Crystal Gazer. So this is definitely enchanted. All right, time.now. Before I create it. Okay, Crystal Gazer. Okay. NFT mint. Now all we need to do right here is just put in our RAM. And that's it. Right. I mean, we're not done yet though, but that's mostly everything. We can remove this dupe mint. We don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna name this mint. Right. So we could kind of keep this right here. Let's add in ROM and RAM. Same thing. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's make it simple. Let's do this. Let's remove that and let's do that. Let's add in a read the RAM, a way to read the RAM through here. And remember, this take NFT ID. Actually, you wouldn't know that, but just so you can see, let me go here. Let's go to our libraries NFT, so you understand where to go when you're looking for all of this. You're going to see read RAM. Read RAM is going to return a generic, which basically means that this is going to return the struct. So there's something about read RAM you need to know as well. I'm not going to go into all the details since I already did the research on this and been through the pain. When it comes to reading RAM on here, let me just finish filling this out first. NFT ID. As you can see, it took an NFT ID. Symbol and an NFT ID. For the symbol, we're just going to use this symbol right here. We're not going to just read the NFT from any other contract. It's going to be only from this contract. So let's have this a number. This is going to return the RAM, and that should be fine. I feel like this needs to be like this or something, unless I'm tripping, but I doubt it. All right. So on this one, we're going to have local RAM. We're just going to keep it simple. Local RAM. This is a simp struct. Simp RAM. I'm bugging. Simp RAM is equal to nft.read. Read RAM. Oh, it was probably read RAM. Let me make sure. Yeah, read RAM. Okay. Now, when you're reading RAM, you need to typecast this basically. So read RAM. This is going to be a simp RAM. This doesn't say this on the site for as an example, but you'll have to typecast it like this when you're reading it or writing it, I believe. So simp RAM, typecast. If this was something different, such as number, then you would use number, but we're going to use our struct for this. This would be this symbol, and it'll be NFT ID. Okay, now if NFT ID, let's return that RAM. Call that a day. So now this is going to just read the RAM whenever we update it. It's just going to read it for us, return it back for simplicity reasons. Now let's go to writing the RAM, right? So let's go to write RAM. This is how you're going to update your NFT. What I want to call it? I'm just going to call it, what do we want to do? I want to keep it simple, not too explicit. So let's just update a durability. Let's just update one thing. Let's not update name or anything like that. Let's just keep it simple. You could use something to update the name as well, but let's just show you one function on how to do this. So to update that, let's take an NFT ID. I'm pretty sure it's going to take number, just so you can know. So write RAM, where's write at? NFT.write. So it's going to take a from address, a symbol, token, ID with your NFT ID in your RAM. You don't need this. There's no return type on this, so you don't have to worry about that. So where we at? From NFT ID number. Let's take in durability. This is a number as well. Okay. So now when we do this, we want to make sure whoever is updating it, it might be able to change in the future, but let's just say we only want the owner to be able to update the RAM. Let's say when they go through the sword, swing it or anything like that, they're updating to say, hey, we're after a battle or after a couple battles, however you may want to do it, hey, we our durability decrease after they forge it. It should be something that say, okay, you have increased the durability, right? So now let's just go ahead and make sure that whoever is doing this, whoever's updating this, is only the owner. So for this, we'll say NFT data, NFT.read. We're going to read the NFT data. I don't think that's on here. I got that basically through practice on here, but just trust me when it says NFT.read is going to turn information on the NFT, and it's going to return say who the NFT owner is, no matter what. So it's a more safe way to know who the NFT owner is. So let's runtime expect that to be the NFT owner. You just gotta take my word on that NFT.read. I don't think it's documentation yet on that. It might be token.read, and I'll check that after this one. Runtime is witness. Let's say NFT data. The data.owner. Okay. So, and it's going to just say must be owner of NFT to make changes. Okay. Looks fine. Everything is good on there. Next thing we want to do is, let's just say for durability, we only want that to be between a certain amount of numbers. Let's just say 0 and 10. Right? So runtime dot expect. You can't increase durability past 10. You got to be a durability. And I want to make sure I'm spelling durability right. Must be greater than or equal to 0. And durability has to be less than and equal to or equal to 10. Less than equal to 10. All right. Or we're going to say durability has to be between 0 to 10. Perfect. All right, now that we're done with that, we're ready to write the RAM. So we want to write the RAM. What we want to do for this, just to keep it simple. I did just read this on NFT.read. My question is, for this, do I have to read the RAM now that I actually have this NFT data? Let me make sure, because I already have this right here, rental tune, where I've been working on this. So let me make sure. I have to go back to what I've done before. NFT.read, NFT data. That's NFT.owner. Can I get all of those old NFT data from this? Old rental data as well. I'm not going to try anything new at the moment. I'm going to try something that I will do something that I know is going to work instead of trying something completely different. So let's keep it simple. Let's just read the data. I'm just going to take this off. I could take this, but as a computer scientist, to me, that'll be 2 function calls, a call to this one, and then a call to this one, while I could just do it in one. Call to this one. That's an unnecessary step that I don't have to take. All right, I'm going to read that RAM, and I'm going to say new RAM. You'll know why I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing this is because we're only going to change durability. We're not going to change any of the name. We're not going to change the, I don't know what else is on here, enchanted. We're just changing the durability. So all the old RAM will stay the same. And I'm only going to change the durability on the new one. So let's say struct dot simp RAM. RAM, I want to say previous RAM dot weapon name is going to stay the same. Durability is going to change. Remember to put these in order how it appears at the top. So it has to be in order as it appears up here. Just keep that in mind. And enchanted will stay the same. Right. Then we're going to write this. NFT.write. Let's make sure we know what write does. So let's go to NFT.write. Let's view this. NFT.write is going to go from symbol, token ID, and RAM. So from this dot symbol. I got to get that out the way. I knew something was wrong. This symbol, NFT ID. What is this called? NFT ID and RAM. Local, new RAM. Okay, now we should be done. All we need to do is go into our, let me save this. Let's go into our contract. Change directory. It should be simple RAM token. Oh man, simple RAM token. All right, and let's go ahead and do the same thing. Tune compiler, protocol. I hope I don't have to run through all this. Oh well. Protocol 8 and SRT tune. Expected on line 87. Let's see. What am I missing? Line 87 is right here. So it's not this that I need. NFT.read. NFT ID number. Some of this kills me sometimes. Durability number. I got this correct. All of that's looking good. From address. NFT ID number. NFT ID, this symbol. This looks good. Here we go. Here we go. NFT. There we go. All right. Now that we're done, let's go ahead and deploy this. So let's go to contract manager. Let's connect to our Poltergeist wallet. Yes. We want to deploy this on this one. I'll probably use another one next time because this is getting filled up. SRT. Choose file. No. New RAM token. Output SRT PVM. Let me make sure I got my simp. Yep, simp is up there. All right, deploy token. Yes. 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 Everything is fine. We'll see. I could click if it's not. Even simple. All right, let's go to contract interaction. Let's go ahead and go to our SRT token. Make sure you're on local. Let's go to, let's mint. I don't know which one this one was. Oh, even better. It's probably from when we did the ROM. All right, now that we're connected, let's go send this raw transaction. Let's mint this. Hopefully we don't have to exit out of this and come back up. I don't want to do all of that. All right, now that we minted that. All right, it's saying that it was successful. Now, next thing we want to do is we're going to have to get our NFT ID. So let me open up a file right now. Phantasma TS blockchain interactions. We're gonna have to get this right. So all of this should be good. I already updated this to SRT. And I'm gonna go back. I don't know where this is. Change directive Phantasma TS. Oh my goodness. One, no. Oh, I mean, I thought it was one, a lowercase s. I guess not. Anyway, NPX, TSX, blockchain interactions. Hopefully everything is downloaded and updated. What did I get? No such data. What do I not have? NPM installed or something? Rolling NPM. I got NPM. This isn't right. What does this mean? I don't know what this means. Complete log. There is no such file or directory open. This is not related to NPM. This is related to NPM not being able to find a file. So what file is no such file? Desktop. TS package.json. I have package.json in here. Let me do NPM install. Up to date. I'm not sure what this is, what this means, to be honest, and we cannot grab anything else until we have this. Let me try something else like a TSC or something like that. It's just probably something on here. Maybe I need to install that globally or something similar to that. I thought I just installed it. See, this is you run into issues and you know it's not. It's something dealing with this NPM. No such file or directory, roaming, NPM. This is related to not being NPM, not being able to find a file. Let me just get this working real quick and then I'll come back and I will just finish everything off for you. Give me 1 second. Okay, and we're back. The issue is now solved. So we're gonna just run this. And once we run this, we should get our ID, our NFT ID. So our NFT ID will be right here. We're just gonna copy this, copy that. We're gonna head back to this. Let's go ahead read RAM to make sure that we actually have our read RAM on here. Let's invoke this. See, we're all good to go. Crystal Gazer. Now let's write this. Let's finish and update our durability. All right, NFT ID. Let's just say that we just got through a battle. We swinging, we killing some slimes. We killed a whole mob of monsters. Let's say our durability is pretty low. Let's say it's 1. We was out there for a long time. Let's go ahead and send that transaction. All right. I really don't want to wait for this to tell me if it worked or not, but I know it's going to work. I know. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go back to read RAM. Let's put in our NFT ID. Invoke that transaction. Durability is 1. All right, let's head to the forge. We're banging on our weapon. We recrafting it, adding in some materials. Bing, 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 bing. Hit it in the fire. Take it out the fire. Quench it in the water. However you do that. Let's say our durability is up to 8. We had a master craftsman from a dwarf. Or if you watch whatever that show is, we had a master craftsman from the bunny while he was singing. So let's go ahead and send that transaction. Yes, let's write that. Yes. All right. Now, the thing about this is if we were having a game, technically you wouldn't want this to, you might not want this to call to the blockchain every single time, right? You might want to have the blockchain write the data at the end though, but let's say log in. Once you log in, you'll read all of the data. And while you read the data, all that's doing is just writing to the, what is that called? It'll write to a database that whoever owns the game is writing to. And then once you log out, the database will call you to write all that data to your contract, so you're not making many calls, you're not spending all of this kcal, although kcal is virtually infinite since you're spending it since you're generating it once you're staking your soul. So anyway, now that we're done that, let's read the realm. Read realm. Durability is now 8. We are ready to go back and slay some monsters just like we slayed this contract. All right, now I will upload this SRT contract. Well, technically it's already uploaded, so I will make sure that the SRT, everything is working. Blockchain interaction, just for those who may have an issue, I had to update my numpy to global. Had to do a little things like that, clear the cache, just to get this back working. But this contract worked. Just make sure that your numpy, your npm is updated, and that your tsx is updated and installed. But we have successfully created RAM within the Phantasma blockchain. And this concludes our episode of Dev Diaries.